Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be making this princess bustier dress with a gathered down part and then a balloon sleeve and also a mono strap. Okay, so let's go straight into this tutorial. I'm going to be needing this ruler, this chalk, and then main fabric, and then also the lace fabric, and also the lining piece, the lining fabric. And yes, so I'll be needing this curved ruler and then the tape measure as well, and also I'll be needing this body measurement, yes, and a long ruler. Yeah, so we go ahead and cut the down part. So I'm cutting 26 inches of length, yes, and then 72 inches width. Okay, so 26 by 72. Okay, for the gathered parts. So I'm going, sorry my camera couldn't capture it. I'm just going to go ahead and cut it and then set this aside. So guys, this is the top. I've neatly arranged everything. I arranged it on fold, and I went ahead to pin it. Also, this is the design line that I want, so I'm going to cut on. Make sure that you align everything, that is, align it properly. And then I went ahead and measured 5 inches for the sewing allowance, that is joining the side panel to the middle panel. I left the neckline out because I'm going to make some adjustments. I'm going to go ahead and trim the excesses. I'm going to go ahead and cut the other panels, the side panels as well. So guys, I'm just going to go ahead and then use this one to cut the other side panel. Make sure you cut it in the opposite way so that you don't get exactly two of the same side. Okay, adding 0.5 inches, and I'll go ahead and then cut it. So I'll go ahead and cut it. This is the rest, this is the middle pieces and also the side pieces. So I'm just going to go ahead and join these pieces together. That is the middle pieces, the front and back. I'm going to join these pieces together, and then so I've pinned these pieces together, that is the side panels, and then to the middle panel. I've pinned them together. I'm going to go ahead and then do the same thing to the lining. I'm going to be joining the lining the same way I joined the main fabric. Okay, so guys, this is the finished look of joining the side panels to the middle panel. This is for the front. Yes, so as you can see, they are already popping. I've not even padded it yet, but it's popping. So guys, I'll go ahead and open the seams. I'm going to press it with an iron to make it neat and flat. And so yes, after pressing everything in, you can see it's looking neat and flat. And I also do the same thing to the lining. As you can see, the lining is also looking so neat and then flat. I'm going to go ahead and then do the same thing to the side. As you can see, they are all looking very neat and then flat. So I'll go ahead and now align the back panel to the front and then take down my neckline. Okay, so I'm going to take 3.5 inches of width and 3.5 inches of depth, and also I need 3 inches the for the shoulder line. So I marked 3.5 inches. Actually, I need 4 inches of depth, but after turning the lining with the main fabric, I'm going to go ahead and get 4 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and mark 3.5 inches and then connect it together. And also I'll be taking 2.5 down for the mono strap as well, but after that I'll open this before taking it down. Cutting off the excesses will also be something I'll be doing. So guys, after that I am just going to go ahead and then cut off the excesses I got from joining the panels together. So just like that. So I'm going to be taking a 0.5 inch inside because I didn't take it when I was measuring I was drafting the princess pattern. Normally you take 0.5 inch inside to make the front armhole a bit deeper than the back armhole. So what I'm going to do right now is going to align everything. So make sure the lining, the wrong sides of the lining and the main fabric are facing each other. I'm going to take out one. I'm going to measure the mono strap now, as I'm going to cut off one of the armholes. So make sure that everything is aligning. You can pin. So I'm going to take 2.5. Actually I need 3 inches, but after turning it the main fabric with the line, I'm going to get 3 inches. So I'm measuring at 2.5. Sorry. So go ahead and then connect this in a smooth and consistent way, and I will go ahead and then turn this well and then cut it off. So make sure you cut it nice and smoothly. And now we are going to be taking off the I'm going to be taking off the 0.5 inches I talked about earlier from the front armhole on both sides. Okay, but you can go ahead and draft it, do it on your main draft so that you don't need to do so much work like I'm doing right now. So I went ahead and pinned everything down, and then so after cutting this, I'm just going to go ahead and smoothen this armhole and then remove the pins. So it's now time to do the necklines. Okay, so right sides facing each other, that is the lining and the main fabric. Right sides facing each other, make sure you align them properly, and then pin, and then go ahead and then sew on 0.5 inch, that is half inch. So I'm going to do the same thing to the back panels as well. I'm going to go ahead and then pin, and then also pin and then sew this side as well on 0.5 inch seam. Okay, so this is after turning the necklines with a lining fabric. As you can see, I also did a top stitching. So I'm just going to zoom in for you to see. Okay, so this is a top stitch. This is to enable um the inner lining hold. Okay, it won't let it move around. So I'm just going to go ahead and then sew the sides panel together. I have already pinned down the lining fabric together, that is the side panel from the front, and then the back panel joined together. Okay, I've already pinned the sides, and I'm going to go ahead and then sew on 0.25. okay, not 0.4, 0.25, that is a quarter inch. Okay, and then turn this. So I'm going to go ahead and then arrange this as well, just like I did for the other side. I'm going to go ahead and arrange and pin it down, and also go ahead and then sew it. So guys, I have finished doing all that. As you can see, it's only the shoulder, and I would like to turn this shoulder in with the lining as well, and then make sure that there is no rough seam showing. So I'm going to be I'm going to be joining this uh, right sides of the main fabric for the back, and then the front, and then the lining piece also. I'm going to align them the same way, right sides facing each other, and so this is the final look of it. I'm just going to go ahead and turn it inside, and then give it a good press. Okay, so while pressing this, I'll make sure to press in the zipper allowance as well. Okay, so I'm going to press in the zipper. I'll come back and show you. So this is done, neatly pressed, ironed neatly. We now left with the armhole, and then as you can see, the zipper allowance has also been taken inside. I've pressed it neatly. This allows easy sewing. Okay, so always press in your zipper, and then we're going to set this aside. Okay, and back to the arm or the hand. Sorry, I lost footages, so I added few inches to the main pattern, and then I cut out. Okay, I added some few inches to it. I'm going to set this aside and cut the flare. So I lost footage of this as well. It's not easy filming, you know. I'm going to do an in-depth explanation of the flare later on, so you just keep watching. I mean, it was almost night, so I think it was a bit darker here. So I'm just going to go ahead and then cut this. I'm going to explain this later, so just watch it as it is. So I'm just going to go ahead and I went ahead and cut two pieces for the lining and also cut two pieces for the main fabric. I'm just going to go ahead and then turn it right side facing each other and then sew the edges on 0.5 inch allowance. So this is the hand. Cut the lining piece as well. I'm just going to show you how I'm going to arrange the hand. I'm going to do a guided stitch and then join it with the main hand and taking 0.5 inches. So I've finished taking in 0.5 inches. I'm just going ahead to turn in with the lining. I'm going to go ahead and then iron. So I'm going to go ahead and then sew on the edges and then also gather this part of, then I'll go ahead and sew in 3/4 inch round. Yes, because that's where the elastic is going to sit in. So guys, we are done and this is it. I finished gathering the part, and also I couldn't capture this on my camera because my camera stopped working. So I'm just going to do a light explanations. I went ahead and measured in 2.5 in like I did for the moon strap, and so I'm going to go ahead and cut. I went ahead and cut, sorry, and I'm going to go ahead and turn the lining with the main fabric on 0.5 inch. So by the time we've finished turning it in on 0.5 inch, it will become a 3 inches of depth instead of the 0.5. 2.5 inches we cut. It's going to become a 2 inches of depth. So on 0.5 inch, and then guys, after that I did a top stitching so that the lining does not move around. So I'll go ahead and then take in the measurements now. I was supposed to do this before joining the um, guarded part to it, but I forgot. So I'm going to go ahead and take in the measurement now. So it's 6 inches and connected to a straight line. So guys, back to the down part of the dress. Going to turn in right side facing each other. Going to turn the lining with the main fabric and then gather. Okay, gather on the top part of it. Yeah, we're gonna gather this side. So guys, I I went ahead together. I realized my camera couldn't capture. Sorry, I was out of storage space, and so this is what happened. But I know all of you know how to do gathers. But in case you don't know, please comment in the description box. I will do an in-depth video of that for you. So I'm going ahead to take in my waist measurement to see if it's okay or I need to pull more or lose. So guys, at this point I think it was pretty okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and then join my top. I'll do a top stitch first. So after the top stitching, I would join the top to the down. So guys, after the top stitching, we are just going to go ahead and join the top to the down. As you can see, I'm just checking to see if everything is accurate before I pin and sew. So guys, it's accurate, and I'm just going to go ahead and join it. Go ahead and join, leaving the zip allowance unguarded. So yes, after that, I'm just going ahead to pin the armhole of the moon strap. I mean the off shoulder. Yes, just like that. And I'll go ahead and do the same thing to the other side as well. So as you can see, everything is accurate. To get a perfect armhole like this, I am going to do an in-depth tutorial of how to get an accurate armhole. So if you're interested, kindly DM me or no, comment in the comment section below, and I'll make sure I get your wish fulfilled. Okay, so as you can see, it's matching perfectly. We are done fixing the armhole, and we are now going to be taking in the down part because we already ironed in the zipper allowance for the top. We are going to iron sew on the 1 inch and then press it with an iron to fix our zipper. So where I marked this, where we are going to be stopping the seam. So guys, we are done ironing, and it's time to fix our zipper. Make sure the waist is aligning perfectly. If it's not aligning, then it means one of your, either you've not arranged it well, or one of your your side panel is longer than the other. So I'll fix it and come back and show you. So guys, yes, finally our zipper is fixed, and we are now left with inserting the elastic band into this 3/4 inch stitch we made at the bottom. So we just go ahead and then insert our elastic. I'm using a roller pin because I don't have a safety pin at this moment. I'm just going to go ahead and use a roller pin carefully. Okay, it's normally better with a safety pin, so but I don't have, so I'm going to go ahead and use it carefully. Yes, so guys, we are almost done with one. Just go ahead and measure if it's okay. So at this point I felt that it was too tight. I need to loosen it a bit. And then I'm just going to pin that down and then cut off the rest of the elastic thread to fix the other armhole. So I'm about to fix the other armhole and we are almost done with that. Yeah, so Stephanie, we are done. We're going to just stitch this and then we are done. Okay, so guys, make sure you like, you share, you subscribe to my channel. Let's become family. If you have any correction to make, kindly do it. We are all open to learning new things. As innovators and designers, we need to learn all the time, so I'm always open to learn new things. But please guys, it's so important, subscribe to my channel, please like and then share my videos. I love you all. As a family, let's be family. And so that is it, the final look of the dress. So beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and put it on the mannequin